By the mercy of God, we have seen strange miracles. Very strange one. One of such miracles that came to my mind now was a miracle of feeding a whole community. We were to feed 15 converts that God gave to us in the village. And then we've announced to them, our staff, our missionaries, everybody around, none of us is expected to eat, because the little food left was to be managed for the 15 converts for them to feel good. That at least it's not just hearing the word, you can also eat. And these 15 converts went to all the neighboring villages, inviting everyone and telling them, the speaker today is not preaching, it's food. And you know, when you hear food, people will respond. So people gather from different villages in their best attire. That the preacher is not preaching today, is distributing food for everybody. People came from neighboring villages. They were seated before we arrived. And we have finished cooking the food for 15 people. And there was no extra food anywhere to cook. Nothing anywhere to cook. And they were seated. And in the village, you don't say something and you say you didn't mean it. You must mean it. Otherwise, they won't trust you next time. So they were all seated. And we're panicking. We're all afraid. And my wife said to me, this problem is not because of you. It's because of Jesus. So let Jesus do what he knows how to do. I said, but I am not Jesus. I'm only speaking for Jesus. So why are you putting me on a tightrope? And the Lord said to me, listen to your wife. So I blessed the little food for 15 people. And then my wife increased my worries when she said, I will serve it. And then she would serve them and said, do I put more? And I said, this my wife doesn't know what is at stake here. You see this crowd, they're asking if she should put more. And what would they normally say? Put more, man. So we're getting more. And we're serving. 15 people ate. 30 people ate. 100 people ate. 150 people ate. Everybody was being served. They were getting more. Everybody ate. Now our surprise was not that the food multiplied. Our surprise was that the same quantity we had when we start serving was the same quantity we had after everybody has eaten. So what they ate, where it came from, I can't explain till tomorrow. One pastor who traveled with us came to my office after we returned, and he looked at me and said, Reverend, I've been seeing you as a very easy, simple person, and I always take people for granted. Reverend, it's easy to see you. He said, what I saw. He said, I have branched Bodija Market. I bought 2 Congo of rice. I want you to speak over it. Now I know that God is with you. And I saw multiplication of food. I said, brother, it doesn't work that way. If it worked that way, I will do for myself first. Why? The anointing of God have magnitude and direction. You don't just use